Ever wondered how a simple calculation can shape our daily lives? In our world, mathematics is not just a subject studied in school, it's a language spoken by the universe itself. Every moment of our lives, knowingly or unknowingly, we rely on mathematical operations. The most basic of these are addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Let's take a moment to appreciate how these simple operations are integral to various aspects of our lives. Imagine you are shopping for groceries. As you move from aisle to aisle, adding items to your cart, you're continually adding up the costs in your head. That's basic addition at work. Now consider cooking your favorite recipe. You need to measure your ingredients accurately. If you have more than what's needed, you subtract. You are using subtraction to ensure your dish turns out perfect. And how about planning a budget? You need to multiply your daily expenses by the number of days in the month to calculate your monthly expenditure. Multiplication, therefore, allows you to plan ahead effectively. These operations are not just limited to these activities. They are equally important in fields as diverse as engineering, space exploration, computer programming, and even in the arts. Think about a musician composing a symphony. They may need to add or subtract beats or multiply the number of measures to create harmony. Or consider a painter who might add or subtract shades of color to create depth and perspective in their artwork. So, you see, these basic mathematical operations are more than just numbers on a piece of paper. They form the very foundation upon which our daily life operates, and they are the building blocks of our understanding of the world around us. Now imagine a world without these basic mathematical operations. Quite impossible, isn't it? So, what exactly is addition? It's simpler than you think. Let's imagine a scenario. You're in an orchard with a basket, and you pick 3 apples from a tree. Then you pick 2 more. How many apples do you have in total? You have 5 apples, right? That's addition in its simplest form, combining 2 or more numbers, or in this case apples, to get a total or sum. But addition isn't just about apples, it could be about anything. Coins, books, stars in the sky, or even abstract concepts like time or distance. When we say 4 quarters make a whole, we're talking about addition. When we say 2 hours and 30 minutes make half a day, that's addition too. Now let's delve a little deeper. Addition is commutative, a big word, right? But the concept is simple. Commutative means that the order of the numbers does not change the result. So 2 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 2. Both give you 5. Whether you pick the 3 apples first or the 2 apples first in the orchard, you'd still end up with 5 apples. So you see, addition is everywhere. It's in the way we count the hours of the day, the coins in our pockets, the stars in the sky. It's in the way we add sugar to our coffee or the way we tally points in a game. Addition is fundamental to how we understand and navigate the world. But more than that, addition is a way of thinking. It's about understanding that when we bring things together, we create something larger, something greater. It's about seeing the world not as a bunch of isolated elements, but as a connected, integrated whole. Remember, addition is about bringing things together to create a bigger whole. Now let's switch gears and talk about subtraction. What happens when we take something away? Subtraction is quite like a magic trick. Imagine having 10 shiny coins in your pocket. You decide to buy a candy bar and it costs 3 coins. How many coins are you left with? Here's where subtraction comes into play. You take away 3 coins from your original 10 and you are left with 7. Subtraction, in essence, is the process of taking one number away from another. Picture a cookie jar brimming with delicious chocolate chip cookies. You have 20 cookies in the jar. Your sweet tooth gets the better of you, and you decide to eat 5 cookies. How many cookies remain in the jar? You guessed it, 15. You have just subtracted 5 from 20. You see, subtraction is everywhere. It's in the missing slice of pizza, the number of pages you've read in your book, and even in the time that ticks away. It's the art of taking away, and it's a fundamental part of how we understand the world around us. There's something important to remember about subtraction. It's not commutative. That's a fancy way of saying that the order of the numbers matters. If you have 5 apples and you take away 2, you're left with 3. But if you start with 2 apples and try to take away 5, well, you're going to run into a problem. Unlike addition, where you can flip the numbers and still get the same result, with subtraction, the order of the numbers truly does matter. So whether you're counting coins, eating cookies, or figuring out how many more pages you have to read, remember this about subtraction. It's the art of taking away. It's about removing something and seeing what's left. It's a simple idea, but one that's crucial to our everyday lives. So, subtraction is all about removing something and seeing what's left. Ever thought of a faster way to add things up? Welcome to multiplication. In the realm of mathematics, there are times when we need to add the same number multiple times. And let's be honest, it can be quite time-consuming to add these numbers individually. But don't worry, mathematics has a solution for that, and it's called multiplication. Picture this scenario. Imagine you have 10 groups of 4 apples each. If you were to count each apple individually, you'd end up counting up to 40. But with multiplication, you can do this much more quickly. Instead of individually adding 4, 10 times, you can simply multiply 4 by 10 to get 40. And that's the beauty of multiplication. It's essentially a shortcut for addition. It's a quicker, more efficient way to add the same number multiple times. Now, let's delve a bit deeper. There's a cool property in multiplication that mirrors addition, and that's the commutative property. In the world of addition, we know that 2 plus 3 equals 3 plus 2. Similarly, in multiplication, the order in which you multiply numbers doesn't affect the result. 4 times 3 will give you the same result as 3 times 4. This feature makes multiplication even more flexible and versatile. It's not just about making addition faster, it's about understanding how numbers work together, how they interact and combine to create new values. So the next time you're faced with the task of adding the same number multiple times, remember multiplication. It's not just a tool for making addition quicker. It's a profound, fundamental part of mathematics that helps us understand the world around us. It's a way to simplify complex problems and make them more manageable. In essence, multiplication is just a speedy version of addition. So we've journeyed through the world of basic mathematical operations. What have we learned? We've discovered that addition, subtraction, and multiplication are more than just simple calculations. They are the building blocks of mathematics, and they play a crucial role in our daily lives. We started our journey with addition, the foundation of all mathematical operations. We learned that addition is about combining things together, whether it's apples in a fruit basket or numbers on a page. It's a straightforward process, but its simplicity is what makes it so versatile and widely used. Next, we explored subtraction, the art of taking away. It's like addition in reverse, but it's no less important. Subtraction helps us understand how much we have left when something is removed. It's a critical skill to have, whether you're calculating change at the grocery store or figuring out how much time you have left to finish a task. Then, we delved into multiplication, the quick way to add. It's a shortcut, a way to add the same number multiple times quickly and efficiently. From calculating the total cost of multiple items to figuring out how many days there are in several weeks, multiplication saves us time and effort. But beyond their practical uses, these basic operations form the foundation of more complex mathematical concepts. They're the first steps on the path to understanding fractions, algebra, geometry, and more. Mastering these operations is like learning the alphabet before you start reading and writing. They provide the building blocks you need to solve more complex problems. Remember, these operations are not just numbers on a page, but tools that help us navigate the world around us. From shopping to planning, budgeting to baking, we use these operations every day, often without even realizing it. With these tools in your arsenal, you're ready to tackle any mathematical challenge that comes your way.